But I'm going to show you how God works. See, it is no mere coincidence that he's here. It was destined for him to be here. Amen. He and I share a common friend, or two, or three. But when I came here today, I cut the lights on. And I thought about our friend Lawrence. And then he walked in the door.
Come on now.
Look at that.
See, today is a day that God has already orchestrated in our lives. Today is a day that God is continuing to bless us. Today is a day that God continues to keep us on our journey. You know how I know? Because he woke us up today. He woke us up today when we probably went to bed last night worrying and wondering if we were going to make it through the night.
Come on, Jesus.
He woke us up this morning with something on our mind that we had to go finish.
Yes, Jesus.
See, today is a day just like any other day that God made. But every day is not the same. Every day is not the same. Because each day God bless you and wake you up. It's a new challenge that God put in your life. It's a new opportunity that God give you that you just can't let go of. See, we live in the life that God promised us. But when God promised us life, we have to be able to receive it and live by it. Although we may go through all kind of hell in life, but God never promised us that everything will be peaceful. No, it didn't. Jesus laid on the ship, and it was rocking all back and forth because the waters was moving it all over the place. There was no peace. There was no rest. But Jesus was still in rest. But everybody else was in fear. Yeah. See, in other words, their lives was being challenged at that moment. See, no matter what you go through in life, you're going to go through some challenges. And as the ship kept on moving, it kept on, and it felt like, I guess at one time it was going to turn over. And they began to question our Jesus. And Jesus got up and said, peace be still. See, what I'm here to tell you today is that you got to have peace in your life. No matter what you're going through, no matter what experience you're experiencing in life, you got to have peace in your life. Peace be still. Because God ain't finished with you yet. God ain't finished with you yet. The topic I wanted to come to you about on today came out of Philippians 1 and 6. Philippians 1 and 6. It tells us in the first couple of words, it says, be confident. Be confident of this very thing, it says, that he who began a good work in you will perfect it into the day of Jesus Christ. It says, be confident. You ain't just anything, but you are something. Be confident that the good works that's already started in you is not even developed to its fullest yet. See, when y'all hear First Lady say, tap in. Yeah. See, understand what you're tapping into. You're tapping into the good works. You're tapping into the good works that God is already orchestrating and developing in you. You're tapping into your purpose in life. You're tapping into something you just still have yet to understand, but you know there's some greatness coming out of it. He said, be confident to know that I don't make junk. Be confident to know that the enemy is not going to take you under. Be confident to know that I can do all things in you, through you, but fail. He said, be confident. Don't let the world take and turn you upside down. Don't let the mythologies of the world take and transform you and take away your confidence. Your confidence in the Lord will take you to new heights. Your confidence in the Lord will see you through. Your confidence in the Lord will break way. Your confidence in the Lord will give you power. Your confidence in the Lord will give you peace. Although I walk through the valleys of the shadow of death, I have confidence that the Lord is with me. Why? Because he says that he still got a great work going on in me. Don't let your good works that the Lord is trying to continuously develop. The word says that he will perfect it. That means that he's trying to turn something in you 100%.
Come on now.
But we want to keep on making it 75. 75 is just fine with me, Lord. No, God says now, I need you 100 because I'm trying to do something in you. I'm trying to set you apart from everything and everybody else. See, you know, we want to keep being average. But God says, I want to perfect you. I want to perfect the work in you. We say that there is no perfect person in this world. No one is perfect but Jesus. But God said in his own word, be confident. Be confident that I'm trying to perfect something in you. See, the reason we can't be perfect is because we don't believe and we don't have the confidence in God. We don't believe we can be perfect in something because the world told us that you can never be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. What happened when you get 100 on your spelling test? You did a perfect job, right? What happens when you take and pass that math test with flying colors? What happens when you become an honor roll student or someone who have all A's? I mean, who just totally just knocked everything out the box? You have displayed perfection. So even if you took the simplest test and you aced it out, you got everything correct, you have actually performed perfection. You've done something the world has been telling you that you could not do. You've been doing things that the world has cosmetically put in your face and says that you are a failure. You can never be perfect in anything. But yet, perfection really do exist on this earth. It may not be in a lot of things, but it may be in something that you did. The world says if there was no perfection, perfect would not be in the dictionary. See, you got to stop accepting what the world say about you and have confidence in God in what he say he's doing in you.
Yes, Lord.
We got to start looking at things a little bit different. When God give us life, when he gave us life, when he took us and put us in our mother's womb, even his word says that he has ordained us, which means that God gave us a position. He gave us a title. He gave us a function that he is trying to perfect within us. See, it's the good works that God is doing in you today that's going to be beneficial for somebody tomorrow. Amen? Amen. It's the good work that God is doing in you today that's going to make your lives much more easier. Amen?
Amen.
See, it's the good work that God is doing in your life today that's going to be able to give him the glory because people want to see the change in you that God has done through you. Amen? See, understand, God is using you, developing you in a perfect way so someone can see the glory of him in you. See, remember, God don't make junk. But what you got to understand is that when God develops you, when God creates you, and when God presents you, the world is afraid of you. The world is afraid of you because they cannot conceive or understand what God is doing. For his word says, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Anytime we have a situation where we don't know something, we get into fear mode. We get scared. We don't know it, so therefore we want to attack it.
Well,
what do you mean you got power? What do you mean you can heal? What do you mean you've been saved? Oh, no, I know the same person, lieutenant, that came and terrorized my community. I know you ain't been saved.
there you go.
God couldn't use a man like you, but he used a man like Moses. God is developing something in you that the world is afraid of. The moment we stand up and we realize our perfection that God is perfecting within us is the day we can take on this world and we can show the world how great God is, and we can stake the enemy and we can put him down to the bottom of our feet and we can crunch him right where he is and let God receive the victory of what's going on out here in these streets of Chicago.
Say that, Pastor. Speak that word.
See, we don't realize the power that resonates within us.
My God, my God.
Every now and then, we get a feel-good moment, First Lady, because we didn't tap in for a moment. We get a feel-good moment and say, dang, what just happened? You felt God doing a perfection in you. He was doing a work in you. And you came into his presence. And you realize how important you are to him. Because you said, Lord, I never thought you would use a person like me. It's because I have the confidence in you, Lord, that I know you're going to continue to work in me, Father God. It's because I have the confidence in you, Lord, that I know that I'm not just some ordinary person on this hill road journey right now. But I am something that's been created. I'm a masterpiece that the potter has taken and molded and shaped me and designed me to be a thing of beauty, a thing of power, a thing of substance, a thing that some people just may not understand.
Glory to God.
But I am something that is pleasing to the eyes of the Lord. I am what I am because he is the I am that I am. And we got to understand that when we begin our journey in this life, it's almost like the eagle. When we look at the eagle in his nest, protecting the egg, you begin to look at the philosophy of it. That eagle will protect that egg. The eagle has the power to break that egg open if it desires to. But even the eagle knows that it takes time for that egg to fully develop for its purpose. The eagle put the egg in the nest to protect it from vultures, from serpents. Because they know that those things will come to try to destroy this purpose that's birthing in this shell. The serpent and the vulture, ideal focus in life is to prevent a purpose from existing and to take it out. Where the eagle wants to protect and build and spread his wings. There's been some vultures in your lives.
Come on now.
There's been some serpents in your lives that's been trying to take out the purpose that God has in store for you. your purpose, your shell, the egg that you're in right now is a symbolization of a protection. That if it's broken open too soon, the purpose that God has in store for you will be destroyed. It's called premature birth. When an egg is destroyed before the process begins, it's aborted. But God says that I'll protect you. I'll be with you. And the egg begins to develop. Now understand, in the process that the egg is being developed, the shield is actually covering them, but the egg is still going through some things, and the eagle is trying to protect the egg from being destroyed. As God is putting you in a position to have a purpose in life, God is also putting some eagles around you to spread his wings, to cover you, to keep you right where you are, till you continue to develop and begin to fulfill your purpose in life. The world will continue to attack you. The world will continue to destroy you. But see, understand that your supporters and God will not break that egg until it's time for you to spread your wings. You got to be patient in your shell. You got to be patient in your environment. And you got to know that although you ain't out of that environment, God still ain't finished with you yet. See, sometimes our shell will experience hell for us. We will go through all kind of hell. We will go through all kind of joy. But the shell is there to still to protect us and to keep us developing who God called us to be. See, a lot of things happen when you are in that shell. That shell also represents confinement. Sometimes God has to confine you in order to develop you. Sometimes God has to confine you in order to develop you. We live in this big world, and we're always out and about, and all these distractions come upon us, and things prevent us from developing who God called us to be.
Come on now.
But the moment we get into a confined space, we begin to start seeing things the way they're supposed to be. And we begin to start to take and put things in perspective because there's no distraction in our lives. But while you're going through that, believe it that God has got an eagle over you, protecting you, keeping you, because they're investing in God's purpose. The vultures are started flying around you. And you look it up and you're seeing them all around you. Somebody woke up this morning, had a vulture knocking on their front door, trying to gain access.
Come on now.
Somebody woke up this morning and put their feet out the bed and stepped on the neck of a serpent. It's like, what you doing here? They're going to come after you. But God says, if you just believe in me, I shall provide you with protection. I shall provide you with a way. And when we actually look and understand that that shell is a moment of confinement, it's also protecting us and developing us, and it's going to be our breakthrough that's going to introduce us to life. You ever see a bird or an eagle break his egg? They just start, the mother don't tap it, but they begin to tap it from the inside out. They begin to break that egg, break that shell, because that shell is beginning to confine them. That shell is beginning to be a little bit too cramped for them, and they're growing into their purpose. And as they break the shell, they begin to reveal the greatness of God. Some of you all got some greatness right now, still waiting to be broken through. Some of y'all got some greatness right now that if you just have confidence in the Lord, that Lord is going to continue to do a good work in you. You will break that shell and begin to show people the greatness of God in you. Confidence. And then Deuteronomy 28:9. it tells us to keep the commandments. It says, Jehovah will establish thee for a holy people unto him, as he has sworn unto them, if thou shalt keep his commandments of Jehovah the God and walk in his ways. See, what God is saying is that if you just keep the agreement that we had, if you just continue to abide in my word and allow my word to abide in you, if you continue to walk with me and continue to be a part of me after you break out that shell, he said, I will continue to supply all your needs. He said, I will continue to supply all your needs. See, if we have confidence in the Lord and we keep his commandments, we all want our kids to keep our rules, don't we? When I say be in the house at 10 o'clock, doggone it, I mean be in this house at 10 o'clock. When I say no company, I mean no company. When I say do your homework, I mean do your homework. What I say is what I mean. But then when God says, keep my commandments, we have a difficult time trying to relate to him. We don't want to keep his commandments. That's why our lives are all built up with hell. Because we just sit there and allow the devil to take away our confidence. We allow the devil to take away our structure, his commandments. And when he took away our structure and he took away our confidence in the Lord, he held us captive right where he wanted us to be at.
All right.
He held us captive in this place we call hell. We can't see God. We can't relate to God. We can't hear God because we're so stuck in the darkness of our lives. But it ain't too late. It's not too late. God says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Which means that when we want to change the way we do things, when we want to get back on the right path, he said that he'll make our crooked path straight. He said that I'll be the lamp upon your feet and a light on your path. He said, if you just want to be with me, have confidence in me, keep my word, I will lead you to where you need to be. Some of us have marital problems. Can't relate to one another no more.
Jesus.
We just want to call it quits. We want to give it up. But the Bible says, let no man take under what God has joined together.
Right? Come on now.
See, we just forgot about his word.
Come on now, Pastor.
We all tight and mixed up in our emotions. The devil done got us into a situation that we don't think with our spiritual mind no more. We think with our worldly mind. And we're ready to call it quits at a moment's notice. We're ready to say, you know what? I'm through with this here. There's somebody better on the other side.
Might be worse.
And you get over there.
Okay.
And you don't experience the joy. You don't experience the peace. Why? Because the devil's just playing ping pong with you.
Amen. Amen.
My wife was gone for 3 days. I told my classmate, I said, man, my wife gone now. I said, my wife been gone for a couple of days now. I said, I'm missing her, man. I said, I've been at home by myself. I said, I'm missing her. I said, you know what, man? Even when they mad at you, you still miss them when they gone. That's how you know you love them. Because you miss them when they're not present.
Amen.
See, when you don't have God in your life and all hell is breaking loose, you should be able to feel that I miss you, Lord. The prodigal son says he raised up in that slop and came to his right mind and realized, Lord, I miss you. This is not the life I'm supposed to have. And it's time for me to go back home. That's the worst thing. That's the one thing, rather, that the devil don't want. He don't want you to come into your right mind, which is your spiritual mind.
Come on now.
He wants you to stay into your worldly mind, the mind that the world has developed, the education system has developed for you. It calls you to be who they want you to be. But God says the devil is a liar. He said, I'm building a perfect specimen in you. I'm doing some good work in you. I'm developing something in you. And if God says, be confident in the good work and in the perfection that he's doing in you, you got to believe that God is doing some perfection in you. Why? Because God cannot lie. That's why you got to have confidence to know that God cannot lie. I don't care what your life may consist of. I don't care what you've been through. Guess what? A lot of us have actually got strung out on crack, cocaine, heroin, and everything, and we think that our body's supposed to be all right now because we came into the house of the Lord. No! You destroyed that temple. Now let's do what we can with whatever you got left.
My God. Come on, Pastor. Speak it.
People shooting up all their adult life.
Messing with that temple.
And then all of a sudden, they think that everything will be all right. No, look what you've done in the past. Even a building that's brick and mortar. If you keep hitting that wall, keep hitting that wall, eventually, it's going to cave in. When a car runs into a building, the city automatically closes that building down because they say it's uninhabited. Why? Because it's structure damage.
That's right.
And they cannot trust whether that building is going to crumble down or not.
That's right.
So what you have caused in your life is structure damage, and now you want to blame God for it happening in your life. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Craziest thing I ever heard. I know my body ain't the same as it used to. But guess what? I'm going to praise God with what I got.
Come on now.
And I'm going to thank him right now because I believe the word says, be confident in him. Keep his commandments. And he'll take care of all my needs. The world didn't give it. And the world can't take it away. And the last thing I want you all to tap into is Isaiah 40:31. See, in all your walking and in all of your moving around in your journey in life, in all of your disappointments in life, in all of your aha moments in life, in all of your praise and glorioususness in life, guess what? Things don't come when you want it.
Never.
But I do recall say he's on time.
Always.
It may not come when you want it. It says a day to God is like 1,000 years.
My God, my God.
So that means that God got time on his side.
Come on.
You may feel you ain't got time.
Come on.
But God got time on his side. So in Isaiah 40:31, it says this. It says, but they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. I'm going to say that again.
Come on.
They who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. It says, they shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. He says, wait on the Lord. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Don't worry about your circumstances. Don't worry about what you're going through, what you've been through. He says, mount up like the wings of an eagle. See, an eagle don't just fly, but an eagle soars. And guess what? Eagle soars higher than any bird can ever imagine. These birds down here below looking up at you soaring up there, and they jealous of you. They hating on you. He said, look at that joker up there. Oh, I just can't stand him up there. He think he all of this. He think he all of that. But God says if you just wait, I will give you strength, and you will soar
of God.
Come on with it.
Are you ready to soar?
Yes.
Then wait on the Lord. Don't let the devil get a hold of your mind. He says, be confident. Keep his commandments. And wait on the Lord, I say. Wait.
Confirmation.
It ain't on your time.
Never.
All you got to do is keep working while you got the time.
In his vineyard.
When you wake up in the morning, wonder how you're going to please God today. When you get out there on your job, talk to somebody about God. When you do your will, let them know that God was the one who did it for you. Let your light so shine so God can get the glory in your life. And I tell you this, while you're letting God build up that work in you,
Come on.
and he's perfecting you, you'll forget all about what you're going through. And you'll realize that God has now taken you to another level.
Yes, Jesus.
So I'm leaving you with this today. Go out here and soar like the eagle.
Hallelujah.
Spread your wings
Ooh,
so somebody can see the greatness of God in you.
Glory. Glory.
When you look up at that eagle flying up in the air and he's soaring, you don't know that that eagle got an injury on him, because guess what? That injury ain't bothering him in his flight. That injury is not visible to the average person. He may be experiencing pain, but guess what? He's still soaring up high. Today, I need you all to be confident. I need you all to keep your commandments. And I need you all to wait on the Lord. God bless you.
God bless you, Pastor. And the word of God.
And this is a day that the Lord has made. So I say, be patient.
Rejoice.
This ain't it.
Thank you, Jesus.
There's still more that meets the eye. God bless you. May he keep you. In Jesus' name.